Good morning, Rays. KJ here. I'm down here on Normandy Lake. Mr. Wayne and I have been very busy over the weekend, not just fishing, but we had to go to a cemetery charity event on Saturday. We've been visiting with other people, so I got a little sidetracked Friday. I thought I would be able to get everything I needed done so that I could get with y'all on Friday evening, but it didn't work out that way. So I apologize to anybody that was looking to see old KJ talk to y'all about what I see in terms of Donna Adelson, her guilt in her son's cross-examination. I had put a post on the community wall and said, hey, here's an assignment. Listen to Charlie Adelson's cross-examination, and if you can pick out, what you think looks like it's leaning toward Donna's guilt, y'all, the fact of the matter remains is that Donna Adelson has the same attorney as Charlie had. So what does this mean, right? The defense strategy. What does it mean? Good morning, Stephanie Willow. Well, I'll tell you, back when Donna decided that she wanted Dan Rashbaum, which was Charlie's attorney, they had to do this legal procedure saying that whatever happens in his defense of her, if it runs into any kind of conflicts or anything of that sort, that she would not file any appeals on it. Good morning, Fancy Nancy Bergbauer. I live for now. So, I remember listening to the jail phone calls and how Donna just went on and on and on about how good Dan Rashbaum was. Obviously, he wasn't good enough, and there wasn't enough money in the freaking world to get Charlie Adelson off the hook, right? Hello, Teresa. So I thought, okay, this is going to set up a very interesting scenario. And I thought, okay, Charlie Adelson's defense was that he was being extorted behind the scenes. And Dan Rashbaum went with that, don't you know? He went with it. Charlie thought he could get up on the stand and he could just talk it away. It all just made perfect sense, oh Charlie boy. But just as the prosecution stated in their closing arguments, if you take one piece of evidence or testimony of Charlie Adelson, because testimony is evidence, whether it's lying or not, if you look at that, that's possible, right? It's possible what his explanation is. But if you zoom out into the whole environmental view and look at other bits of evidence in other areas, it makes no damn sense at all. So, Fancy Nancy, I'd appreciate it if you'd keep an eye on the comments. I'm glad you're here. Here lately I haven't been setting my lives, so I apologize to put you on the spot. Hello, Hope Grace. So, I got to listening to Charlie Adelson's cross-examination. And he did. He absolutely, he had an answer for everything. Just harkens back again. I've said this time and time again. You sit in jail awaiting trial long enough, you'll come up with any and all explanations for your BS, right? Hello, Donna Donald. So I was listening to it, and with the backdrop of knowing that Donna's attorney is Dan Rashbaum, Charlie's attorney there, I guess the question has to be asked. Is Dan Rashbaum going to continue this bullshit with Donna? And she'd have to testify, right? But say she doesn't testify. Is he going to continue to say, yes, this was an extortion behind the scenes? And is Donna going to say, I knew nothing about Charlie being extorted? And yet it's been on the record in a trial before hers that he's saying he was being extorted. You know, when you think about what all actually happened, and I feel like most people who watched these trials between Sigfredo Garcia and Catherine McManawal, because Luis Rivera, he took a plea agreement. The bottom line is that what did the Adelsons expect? You know, you use a low life guy like Sigfredo Garcia along with his buddy Luis Rivera through Catherine McManawal, who doesn't have a lot of money. No extortion. I don't believe there was any extortion, but let's just, for sake of argument, think that Charlie thought he was being extorted. Well, he paid them, right? He paid them. So you take these people, and after they've been paid, they got the money. They buy motorcycles and whatever else they're buying. And Catherine McManawal, she's got her cut too. The money sooner or later runs out. And it's been proven. It has absolutely been proven that Charlie continued to do favors for Catherine McManawal after he had paid her price for what they had done to Dan Markel. So not in an official capacity, but not in a truthful capacity, but in some ways, it seems like they still had the Adelsons by the balls, right? They still had them. Charlie was still doing favors for them and stuff. He wasn't, I mean, how was he ever going to break away from all that? Did the Adelsons really think that they were going to pay this large sum of money to murder Dan Markel, and that somehow, some way, that these two hitmen and Catherine McManawal would just fade off into another world? No, they wanted some more money. And maybe that is what Charlie's trying to say, he was being extorted, but he was never extorted at all. Like Catherine McManawal coming to his house and saying, if you don't pay up in 48 hours, they're going to kill you. Give me a break, y'all. They weren't extorting Charlie. And will Donna claim ignorance or sign on to Charlie's lies? So it's not just about extortion and whether a jury could believe that or not. We've already got on record that Charlie had that as a defense and it didn't fly. But he did say in his testimony that he brought his mother into it by telling her the secret. He said, don't tell Dad and Wendy. And the reason he did that was because, here we go, y'all, the checks to Catherine McManawal. Number one, here's some questions. Wouldn't Donna know who's on the payroll? Okay, now that's a simple question. And you had to put it in context of where they were all at the time. The bottom line is somehow, some way, whether Charlie told her or she met her in person, Donna knew who Katie was. When did Charlie tell Donna to start writing checks to Katie? Because Katie didn't go to Donna and say, hey, I want you to start writing me checks every month. You remember, y'all, the testimony in Charlie's trial? Bundles of checks. When did Charlie tell Donna to start writing checks to Katie? Now, most of the testimony was after the murder. Before the murder, in the history of it, y'all, okay? Dan Markel was murdered July of 2014. Back in June, a month before, Katie asked Charlie to put her on the payroll so that her children could get insurance, right? Well, on the stand, Charlie said it, and there was no disagreement. He didn't do it back then. But guess what was going on, y'all? Back in June, there was the first trip that the hitmen took to Tallahassee. So he didn't put Katie on the payroll to help her children get insurance, which we know that's a crock. It was basically, let's see you get this shit done, then I'll put you on the payroll. Donna told Charlie after the bump that it involves the both of us. Well, is Donna going to go on the stand and say, yes, Charlie told me about how he was being extorted and how I needed to start writing checks? Y'all, it doesn't make any sense because it went on for 2 years, even after the hitmen had been arrested. If the hitmen are arrested, then why continue to write these checks to Katie? Charlie and Donna and the Adelson family shouldn't have been in any danger if you want to sign up to Charlie talking about I was being extorted. There was a second layer of extortion. It's all a crock of shit. But the bottom line is that at some point, Donna starts writing the checks to Katie, and no one ever fleshes that out in Charlie's trial. But it's going to be very important in this trial with Donna Adelson because somehow the defense is going to have to, if they don't put her on the stand, they're going to have to infer through whatever defense they have on cross-examination of the state's witnesses why Donna was writing these checks, knowing good and damn well that Katie was not over there doing any work for the Adelson Institute. Let's just look at it for sake of argument. If Donna found out that Charlie was being extorted, then why not say it's happening again on any of the wiretaps? Or say, is this the same extortionist? She doesn't say that. What she does say, though, is that this TV is going to cost $5,000. And for those that have been following this trial, the bottom line, Charlie's trial of this whole case, the bottom line is that there was this joke that Charlie said it'd be cheaper for him to buy Wendy a television than hire a hitman. And the coincidence on that is just stunning. I guess there's a possibility that Charlie told Katie it'd be cheaper to get a television than hire a hitman, and then she go back and tell the two hitmen there that, and then they, what? Go and murder Dan Markell to extort Charlie when all they have to do is go over to his house and say, hey, buddy, Katie's told us you got all this money. You want to die? We're with the Latin Kings. Hello, Merrill Melville. Let's see what that says. Jennifer Esslinger says, hello, Rays, and good morning from Central Idaho. I'm sorry to report that much of our real estate here is burning. Very poor air quality. I've missed my friends here, but work calls. Well, I hope everybody gets safe there, Jennifer. Leanne Forsberg says, TV is going to be about 5. Oh, my God, Donna was in the know. Yes. Charlie gets on the stand on cross-examination and tells Georgia there, he says, I wish she would have picked any other term than that. Why would she pick that term in the first place, right? So back to, for sake of argument, how did Donna feel about Katie driving Harvey's Lexus? Did Charlie go to Donna and Harvey and say, oh, I got a friend, her name's Katie, and y'all got her on the payroll there, even though she's not working there, and also, Dad, give me that Lexus, I'm going to let her drive it because she ain't got a good car. Folks, you know how Donna was about money. There are jail phone calls where she's talking about having to update, they own some laundry washer and dryers, a public laundromat type scenarios, and how she's having to update things and money. And back to this, then why not say it's happening again on any wiretaps, or say, is this the same extortionist? Why be vague? I mean, why be vague in their phone conversation? Right? Why do that? Were they worried about being recorded? And if they were being recorded, if law enforcement heard that, how could that hurt them? So if you want to say that these wiretaps, when they did all of that they were being vague and basically using code, you know, if he was truly being extorted and Donna knew about it and everything, why not talk about it? Why not? Because if law enforcement found out about it, then that would help them, wouldn't it? In the wiretaps, if you go back and listen to him, Charlie is constantly trying to calm Donna down about the bump. Quote, this isn't how it's done. 48 hours. They usually do it, say within 48 hours, which is the same terms he used about his own imaginary extortion. He says his extortion, the hitman told Katie, you better pay up within 48 hours. And now here we go with another extortion, and which is the wiretap where they're trying to figure out who it is. And he says, Mom, unless they said it was 48 hours or more, this is just law enforcement messing with us. So Dan Rashbaum has his hands full. And Donna is absolutely, in Charlie's cross-examination testimony, going to have to respond in her trial, whether through Dan Rashbaum or her own, if she gets up on the stand. Because she's going to have to either go along, if it's different, okay, now let's stop. If her defense is different, say her defense is, I knew nothing about Charlie doing this, I was up in the air, I had no idea that this was going on, then she's saying that her son Charlie is a damn liar. She knows good and damn well what he said in his defense in his trial. Is his mother gonna keep that bullshit going, or is she going to go a different direction? And I guess that's up to Dan Rashbaum and his ethics, because if he's going to defend Charlie and say Charlie was being extorted, and this is our defense, this wasn't Charlie paying a hitman, then he needs to spill over into his new client, Charlie's mother, to say the same exact thing. And folks, these jurors, they can hear about this case. They can hear about it. What they've got to know is whether they can follow instructions, jury instructions and the law. And if they say, yes, I know a little bit about this case, but I'm willing to put all that aside and just follow the jury instructions and the law. But these people, some of them, the question's going to have to be asked by Dan Rashbaum during jury selection. Did you watch Charlie Adelson's trial? Or did you hear Charlie Adelson's testimony when he went on the stand? And he's going to have to get those people off the jury. He only gets so many strikes. Donna's going to have to answer. Number one, why was she writing all these checks to Katie? If she's going to go along with what Charlie said in his trial, she's going to say through Dan Rashbaum or through her own testimony, yes, I was writing those bundles of checks to Katie because my son Charlie told me he was being extorted by them, and if he didn't pay up, that he was going to get killed and that we were in danger. Also, this whole testimony of Catherine McBanawal talking about when she received the stapled money that Charlie was used to stapling, it was not fleshed out in the last trial whether some of that money was stapled that was moldy and wet, because Donna was supposed to have washed the money. We know there is a damning text message out there where Donna is saying, we're almost there, and Charlie says, I'm 10 minutes out. So, Fancy Nancy Bergbauer, I apologize that you're so busy this morning, but people want to come on here and they want to talk their stuff. They don't show any respect or anything to anyone who's trying to get with the Rays or to their the people that follow this channel. It's crazy. Leanne Forsberg says, bah, as if Charlie knows the extortion rules. Big talker. Good morning, just me. Rachel Black says, their explanation about the extortion was never believable at all for me. Right. So, again, when I talked about go listen to Charlie's cross-examination, you'll see where Donna is guilty. It comes down to two things for old KJ. She's guilty. Number one, she was writing checks. Number two, she's going to have to decide if she's going to go along with Charlie's defense. She's got the same attorney. Can Dan Rashbaum ethically go into this trial and say Donna knew nothing about anything when Charlie said on the stand under oath that his mother knew about the extortion? Well, ethically, he shouldn't do that, but technically he can do that. And I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be looking to see what Donna's defense is, because if she's saying that she knew nothing about the extortion or anything, she'll have to explain, then why the hell, woman, are you writing checks to Catherine McBanawal? Why are you doing that if she's not there? Why are you writing these checks, Donna, when you are head of payroll? You know who works there. Thank you, Beach Lady. I appreciate it. Hello, Michelle Flanagan. There you go. Just me. So anyway, y'all, what do you think? What do you think? On a different note, we've been down here at the lake since Friday. We've caught a few fish and all of that. It's rained on and off. Today it's supposed to be pretty nice. OKJ's going to shoot a few videos. But, hey, Rays, I got to tell y'all something. Off the subject, okay? Now listen to me. You're going to flip out when you hear this. And the Rays know what I'm talking about. Andrew has met a girl. And guess what? Guess what? She's a 28-year-old registered nurse. She's never been married, don't have kids or nothing. She's beautiful. He met her down at the charity event. She's a beautiful girl. I don't know if it's going to work. I've dang talked to Wayne about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave this in God's hands. But he told her, he said, he told me, he told her, he just started talking to her and he said, do you mind if I ask you for your number? Because Wayne had told him, man, if you're not asking these girls out on a date or asking for their number or whatever, then you're never going to get anywhere. Hi, J-Gas Mom. Really, Stephanie? Y'all know how long this has been. Me doing all this praying. I want to be a grandparent. Linda Lewis says, praise God. So he said he got her number. She gave him her number. And he told me, he said, Mom, I'm going to wait a couple of days. I don't want to seem too anxious. I said, well, you do whatever you think you should do. Can y'all believe that? She owns her own home. She told Wayne, she said she didn't need no man to get her home. She's got long, like a light like a strawberry blonde, but it's more red than blonde. She's beautiful, got a beautiful, she don't wear any makeup. She's just gorgeous, petite and all of that. But I told Andrew, I said, all girls come in all shapes and sizes. You should always look at their personality. And most importantly, I told him, I said, you will know. I said, when they look you in the eye, you're going to know whether they can see you. And what I mean by that is really who Andrew is. And so I know y'all know what I'm talking about. This is just, we've learned this, all of us. I'm sure the Rays and others on here as we grew up. We kind of, we're a little bit mature now. We understand these things. Just Me says, sounds like a great opportunity for him. Yes, Fancy Nancy. Wayne always gives great advice. It's exciting for sure. Just Me says, go Wayne. So I've been praying about that and really just trying to just leave it in God's hands. There's really not much I could do, but here's something interesting. I'm just going to share this with y'all. She's got chickens, right? She's raising chickens. She's got a brand new house, but she has some chickens. And we got to talking there, and they had an auction, a charity auction for the cemetery fund in our community. And what they do is, you can bid on whatever that they have there. And we always bid on all those tomatoes because we make tomato juice. Well, she had bid on the tomatoes, but we ran it up to like $150 for a basket worth of tomatoes to benefit the cemetery fund, And I was talking to her, and she said, I really wanted those tomatoes. And Andrew walked over and grabbed a great big tomato out of the basket and handed it to her. Oh, it was so sweet, y'all. And then she said, you know what? She said, I've raised chickens and I get eggs. She said, maybe I can come by and we can switch out tomatoes for eggs. And I was like thinking to myself, great opportunity here. Meryl Melville says, I have chickens too. Good for her. But folks, I don't want to sound pessimistic or negative, but every time I ever get my hopes up, it never happens. So even though it's interesting right now and I'm excited about it, the bottom line is I have to leave it in God's hands and really leave it there. And hopefully it'll all work out. The Lord provides, says J Guy's mom. Just Me says, absolutely good way to know her, and don't push. I'm not going to push Just Me. Y'all know I push it on all kinds of things, but this, I am not going to be responsible for. If anything does not work out or whatever, then it'll just naturally, organically happen that way. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it, y'all. Meryl Melville says, if it's meant to be, it will be. Just let it happen. We are not doing politics here, please and thank you, says Fancy Nancy. Okay. Well, there you go. Fancy Nancy stepping up for the channel. Thank you, Fancy Nancy. I really appreciate it. Hello, Jennifer Sukup. I'm going to be taking off here shortly to go out on the boat. And I always want to do things to make it interesting for the Rays on here. I'm going to do my best to shoot some vids to put on that have nothing to do with the case, Donna Adelson's case. I want to do that for the Rays. Also, I want to ask the question because I know the Rays saw it. What do y'all think of OKJ's rendition of Donna Adelson? Now, I know it's been hard for me to get the accent down. I am trying to be funny. The woman is pathetic. She thought she was going to get away with this. All her problems were in the past. All she had to do was pay for hitmen. Because I'm going to tell you what, just as it said in that email, Donna Adelson, Charlie, and Wendy were supposed to all three do this $333,000 apiece offer to Dan Markel, but they didn't want to do that. Number one, they didn't want to give up their money. Number two, they knew Dan Markel could not be paid off about his own children. They knew that shit wasn't going to fly. And so they said, well, he's not going to go for it. We love our money, so let's just hire a hitman. Rachel Black says, your Donna impersonations are hilarious. Great wig. Somebody said I look like Barbara Streisand. And this latest pre-trial hearing of Donna, all her blonde that she had in her hair is grown out, y'all. It's all gray. Hey, I'm not knocking anyone with gray hair. OKJ's got all kinds of gray hair. And I've tried to put some blonde in it this summer just to kind of feel like, I'm still alive. But ultimately, y'all, at some point, OKJ's going back to the shaved all over. So just get ready for it. Jay Gay's mom says, I love it, but the accent doesn't need to be perfect. It's the humor that matters. There you go. That's, really, y'all remember when I did the hussy and the big chin and all that? And yes, I will make an announcement now. Mr. Wayne said he will be Greta. Greta will be Donna's, not cellmate, but Greta's a couple of cells down from Donna. And Greta's going to want to follow Donna to prison. Because that's where Donna is headed. Jennifer Esslinger says, KJ, you have the best wit and totally cheer my life with your sarcastic humor. Keep going. I love you. I love you too, Jennifer. And I love all the Rays. Listen, folks, just as I told y'all a couple of times ago, I wish that I could give the Donna Adelson case. I felt like we were all, the Rays and all of us on this channel, were very successful and respectful and honorable about the last case that we studied. This is a whole different bird here, y'all. It's hard for me to get into that because I have to, when it comes to covering it, I have to remind myself that Donna Adelson was trying to use religion as a bargaining chip on custody issues concerning her grandchildren. So, that's something it fires me up, helps me move forward to get justice through understanding. As far as whether Dan Brashbaum is going to use the same defense on Donna, well, I don't know how he could, but it's possible. It didn't fly for Charlie. And Charlie was more involved in terms of paying the hitmen and all that. But Donna, ultimately, y'all, they've got the checks, the bundles of checks, and Donna would absolutely know it. In fact, Donna's always wrote the checks at the Adelson Institute of Dentistry and Aesthetics. She's always wrote the checks there. So, I guess she could get on the stand and say, well, Charlie was trying to help Katie. She just was down on her luck or something like that. Hello, Jill Schneider. Hi, Mom Jeans. I hadn't heard from you in a while. How are you doing? But, y'all, we don't have much longer before this trial will start. And I think there's one more hearing before the start of the trial. I read Ruth Barkel's book out for those that haven't. I might have not done the best job of it, but I read it from cover to cover to everyone on this channel, to the Rays, to get old KJ caught up. Maybe some on here needed to be caught up too. There are also some new people on here that just decided to come on here because they're very interested in the Donna Adelson case and they know a lot. And I've been very thankful and blessed that people can come on here and leave comments. And most importantly, don't feel like you shouldn't. If you know something that KJ has said wrong or KJ doesn't know about, to give something more context, please. This is how it happened in the last case that we covered. We had people come on here and jointly together. OKJ does not know everything. I'm learning it as I go. I want to use the old noodle in here. I love for other people to use their own noodle because you are the only you're ever going to be. And you could see through your eyes something that I cannot see at all and would love it if you would share that with me. Mom's Jean says, I've been following Dan's case for 9 years. It's great it caught your attention to follow. More voices, the better. Yes, Mom Jeans. Justice through understanding, which, we all have our own definition of that on here. When I want to understand why people do what they do, and all of the criteria that makes a criminal case, the legal aspects and all of that. YouTube Canaz says, how are you? I'm doing great, YouTube Canaz. Jennifer Esslinger, I'll tell you, if I could, I would take all the rays out on the boat. We'd do some fishing. I'd slap a life jacket on you and throw you out there in the water. If you're not afraid of the water, love that. Tubing, whatever, or just pleasure boating and just riding around and looking at the beauty of everything. I don't know if you can see it from here, y'all, but you see over there in the distance? I don't know if you can see that. The boat's over there parked. I'm waiting for the rain to get through here. It should be a light drizzle for the next 30 minutes to an hour, and then old KJ's going to take the boat out. Mr. Wayne obviously can't be here. He's got all these projects going on all over the place, but he'll be here later on today, so he's going to at least take half a day off. But he still has to get up and go to work, so. Jay Guy's mom says, I'm glad I'm not there since I get seasick. Well, Jay Gaz, there's a such thing as a Dramadine. You can always take that. That'll help with motion sickness anyway. Yeah, I will, Mom Jeans. I appreciate you saying that. I always just take my time when I'm by myself. Don't get in too big of a rush and keep that sonar on. I got the Garmin going. Should be all right. Well, thank you, Just Me. I appreciate that. Folks, OKJ can't do it like everybody else does it. Maybe there's certain parts that are similar to other people, but folks, I'm just being myself. Just like I love it that y'all are yourself. I'd love for you and Wayne to visit Africa. Oh, wow. That would be a dream. I would take you on a boat in the wilds and camp out with the lions and the ellies. Little Lady Di says the water always makes me sleepy. Oh, thank you, Mom Janes. Folks, I'm just an old country girl. There is no ulterior motive on this channel. This channel does not monetize. This channel is just like a Zoom call to me. It's like just getting with my friends, just enjoying one another, talking about different things. Jennifer Esslinger says the concept of justice through understanding has helped me become a more open-minded person. Well, I appreciate that. You've helped me, Jennifer, and the rest of y'all have helped me tremendously. Hi, Joe Rutley. Rachel Black says, I love starting the day with KJ and the Rays. Mansur says, to country life, we say, all right, all right, all right. Hello, Kathy Barella. How are you? Are you having your coffee? Hey, you've had some really good comments here the last couple of streams and questions about the case and all of that. I really appreciate it. Y'all, we have to get geared up. We have to get motivated to see this trial through. I'm going to cover it the best I can, along with more skits of Donna there, along with her new friend Greta, which will be Mr. Wayne. I hope y'all will get a laugh out of it. That's always been my purpose, to make sure that people get something good out of this channel, something fun, something funny. Y'all know I am a card, a whole deck of cards, really. Just Me says, do you still hear from Jenny and Can Dance and my friend Jenny? Yes, we're trying to see about getting together later on this year. I still text them and stuff like that, and I hope they will listen to this stream, because they're both registered nurses, and Andrew has met a registered nurse. She's 28 years old. I can't believe it. I hope I hear from them, but they stay busy. Both of them work a lot of hours. Kathy Barella says, loved your last skit. Made me laugh so hard. Yes, just me. I miss them too. It's a damn shame that there are assholes on YouTube that want to threaten them and say, I'm going to call your work. It's all just evil jealousy, whoever it is. It's pathetic and it's wrong. It is unfair, because I truly believe, just me, when I met Candace and my friend Jenny, I feel like that was a God thing, and I also believed it was a God thing, and still to this day, that they should have been on YouTube. I encouraged them to open up their channel because I knew they're a hell of a lot better than I am. Both of them really, really was. I enjoyed every time they were online, whether it was through a video or a live stream, and they could have went so far on YouTube. It's a damn shame, but the good news is we've created sisterly connections for the rest of our life. They're my North Carolina sister, just as Cresha is my Louisiana sister. Dispassionate Observer, I am 53 years old. I have a 25-year-old son, a 30-year-old son, and a 32-year-old son. Jill Schneider says, so excited for your Andrew. I am in the same boat, dying for grandbabies. The oldest on 35 finally announced she's getting married, so I hope finally. Amen. Hallelujah, Jill Schneider. Good for you. It takes patience, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. ABZE, bring your boat to Belize, visit the Great Barrier Reef, great fishing. Oh, ABZE, that would be a dream come true. There are people on this channel right now that are from all over the world. And there's some in different states all over the United States. And if anybody on here in this moment want to put where you're from, please put it in the comments, because we've got so much insight and so many different people that have so much to give. Have a great day, J Gas Mom. Rachel Black is from Utah. Just Me is from Missouri. And we have other people all over the place. Alberta, Canada, Britain, Florida, Texas, Pennsylvania. Hello, Raymond Dias. Oh, well, God bless you. You're going to have twins. New York, Alabama, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Well, Michelle Flanagan, before it's said and done, I'm going to start meeting people face to face from Tennessee. If I've got to meet your ass in a public Walmart so that you can feel safe, and me too. So keep that in mind, Michelle Flanagan. I've been thinking about this for some time. We've got several people from Tennessee on here. We got people from San Francisco, Belize, Central America, Missouri. Well, Michelle Flanagan, OKJ's reached out and met Candace and my friend Jenny up in Gatlinburg. I met was it Red Handed? She's a blind woman who was following this channel. Wayne and I went up to Nashville and met her and her husband. Beach Lady says Kentucky. Meryl Melville says Cape Town, South Africa. I don't know how to say that. I'm from Nordhook. Is that how you say that, Meryl? I think somebody's coming on here, Fancy Nancy, who is trying to pretend to be YouTube. Isn't that interesting? And there hasn't been any breach. So these people, whoever they are, they're having fun. I guess it's a power trip for them. Yes, I said it correctly, Meryl. It means North Corner. Very interesting. Thank you, Beach Lady. Yes, Mom Jeans. Everybody messes with OKJ. You know, years ago, people would not have messed with me. Nowadays, it's like water off a duck's back. Jennifer Esslinger says, so happy to hear about the support for the perpetuation of family values, man, woman, children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. Just me. Time's up. Time's up. Just me. I guess OKJ is just it just never fails. There's always it never fails. Just me says just remove and block the idiots. I know I can touch it myself and block them and stuff, but it distracts me, so I'm hoping that the mods on here could handle that. Folks, all I want to do is come on here, talk about a case, get with my friends, talk about unrelated things. That's all I want to do. Pre-Dream says, hi, I just want to send you love and blessings your way. I wish you the best for your life. Well, thank you. I wished everybody felt that way, and I wish people would be more positive. There's just too much shit in this world, folks. For anybody to be coming on any YouTube channel or any social media platform to be hateful and rude. Jennifer, it was all these people. They do what they do. They don't care. Kathy Barella, when you say, "Are you on vacay?" And you're on vacay. What happened was we decided to start coming down here 1 week a month through the summer and early fall, just to get away from the house and to go fishing. You know, the boat. We can park the boat over here, just walk a little ways, get on the boat and go. You know. So we brought the RV down here. I'm sure you know Kathy, along with everyone else that's been on here a while. OKJ comes down to the lake quite regularly. And I'm going to shoot some vids, folks. of me on the boat, catching fish and all that other stuff. If you're interested, might seem a little bit boring to other people. I'm sure they like the graphics and all the crazy other stuff that people have, but hey, more power to them. Bye, Mom Jeans. Kathy Barilla says we're at the Colorado River. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here now. I'm sure the mods have done enough of having to deal with all that. Just want y'all to know, in summarization, that Donna Adelson's defense is going to prove her guilt. If she goes with her son's defense, it's not going to fly. That's going to prove her guilt. If she doesn't go with her son's under oath lies on the stand, it's going to prove her guilt. I love you all. I hope you have a great day. Be looking for some vids, folks, of OKJ out on the lake. And I love you, Rays. And keep on looking.